The free HTML course that you're about to watch is just a small part of our full front-end web development masterclass. So if you also want to learn CSS, Bootstrap, Font Awesome, Animate.css, and all of that, and also gain your certificate and become a certified front-end web developer, you can enjoy the fast link in the description and get your access to our full front-end web development bootcamp at a fraction of cost. Also mentionable that this course is brought up to you by the Takeoff College, the smartest alternative currently available to the traditional education. With all that being said, I'm so excited, so let's get started. Because I mentioned it earlier, I would love to get started with a heading. And how we do that is by including an H1 tag inside our web page. So H1 is heading 1, is the most important title in our web page, And I type hello world over here, save, come back, and this is what we get, as you see. Important to mention, as you see, I always come to this file and click save. We also can use Ctrl S, which is basically the pro version of you. So from now, start practicing to use Ctrl S instead of coming here and pressing it. So whenever I make any changes, I won't mention it further, but whenever I make any changes, know that I am pressing Ctrl S consistently after any difference I make in the page. So this is what we get, as you see, with the H1 tag. I also can include something here. But the question that comes to mind is that why H1? Do we have like H2 or something? Yes, we do. We have 6 types of headings, basically. The first one is heading 1, which is H1. I'll tell you the difference in a couple minutes later, just wait for it. We also have H2, heading 2. They are 6. So we have heading 3. We have heading 4. We have heading 5. And eventually we have, heading 6. So, as you see, they are different from each other. And the difference that you can recognize right now is their size, right? So H1 is the biggest one, H2 smaller, 3 smaller, 4 smaller, 5 smaller, and H6 is the smallest one. So is it just it? Actually not. Actually, it even is not it at all, This is not the difference, because I know that you're not familiar with it, but further you'll learn CSS, and in CSS you will understand that it is easy, the easiest thing in the world, to make an H6 bigger than an H1, or make H1 smaller than an H6. So the size doesn't matter here. What matters most is the importance of them. So whenever we are reading an article or looking at the newspapers, you will recognize these H1s, H2s, H3s in those books, in those articles, in those booklets that you study. There always are these difference in levels of headings due to their importance. And there are a couple very important notes to be mentioned and to be known The first one that I want you to learn right now, right here, is that H1 is only one in the page. What do I mean by that? It doesn't show you an error or something if you have two H1s in a page. So for example, I add another H1 and say this is my second H1. And as you see, there's no problem with it. It's still working. But when it comes to search engine optimization, which is a very, very important thing, and when it comes to real world projects, again, H1s in a single page can only be 1, 1, and 1. We cannot exclude H1 from our page professionally. We cannot exclude H1 from our page, and we must not use more than one H1s in a page. So H1 has to exist, and H1 is only one, which is the main title, the main subject of our page, and it is about what this page is about. So this was H1. Then we can have unlimited H2s, unlimited H3s, 4s, 5s, 6s, and we can exclude many of them. Like we can only have one H1, and that's perfectly fine. We can have a couple of H2s and no H3, 4, 5, 6s if not needed, you know? There's no problem. The only important thing to keep in mind is that H1 has to exist and has to be one only.